What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the KellyCast. And today, we're talking about the former best team in the AFC, your defending Super Bowl champions, the team that lost to the Las Vegas Raiders on Christmas Day, the Kansas City Chiefs.
Best Christmas gift ever.
Hey, Dan, what'd you get for Christmas? Oh, the Chiefs lost and gave up 2 defensive touchdowns in like 7 seconds.
That was so fantastic to watch. I was jumping out of my seat, and I don't usually do that during Chiefs games.
Let me ask you a question here, Mike. If I told you at the beginning of the season that the Chiefs would be 9-6 and the 3 seed, and the Bengals would be 8-7 at the 9th spot in the AFC, what would you have said?
I would have brought out my straitjacket and attempted to commit you, and because I would have said you were absolutely out of your damn mind. But here we are. This has been a pretty crazy year for
everybody.
Injuries. I mean, who expected Joe Burrow to be completely dead the whole season due to injury?
What I want to compare this to is the Buffalo Bills, because obviously we're Bills fans. We're wearing Bills gear. There's Bills gear behind us. We love the Bills. The Chiefs and the Bills have a lot of similarities. The quarterback, being cast aside. October, right? October, November, the Buffalo Bills were losing games that they should have won to the Denver Broncos, to the New England Patriots, the Jets in September, right?
Yep.
We know the Buffalo Bills are better than those teams. We know that right now in our heart of hearts. Whether you're a Broncos fan, a Jets fan, whatever fan you are, if it's any of those 3 teams, your team is worse than the Buffalo Bills. I'm sorry, but you all have more Super Bowls than us, so celebrate that. But
yeah, right.
What I mean is the Chiefs are losing games that they should not be losing. They lost to the Broncos. They lost to the Raiders. Didn't they?
Yep.
Like
they're losing to bad teams, just like our beloved Bills.
But the comparison, Mike, is the fact both offenses are healthy. There may be injuries going on the defense, but both offenses are relatively healthy.
Which is what I was going to say. So your favorite guy in the whole world, Tom Brady, he took pay cuts for years and years and years to have those 7 Super Bowls, right? What did Mahomes do? He took that big fat paycheck, and now they're paying that price a lot earlier than the Patriots were. They've capped themselves so bad that they can't have a number 1 receiver, a true number 1 receiver. Who are they depending on? Kadarius Toney? I mean, the guy's got more penalties than I think all 32 teams.
Well, it's not the penalties that you got to worry about. It's the drops. It's the
He's
drops.
Cost his team more times this year than any other player that I can think of.
At least 2 games. Add up those 2 games. You're at 11 wins. You're still fighting for the number 1 seed in the AFC, right?
Yep.
But how about there's one thing that I would always give Tom Brady credit for, and I can't say the same thing about Patrick Mahomes. Tom Brady made his receivers better. It did not matter who you gave him. Give him Chris Hogan. Give him Kembrell Tompkins. Give him somebody who's never played football, and he would make that receiver look like a star for at least 1 game, maybe a couple, maybe a season, right? I have not seen Patrick Mahomes do that. And there's not a lot of quarterbacks that can. But with all the comparisons between Mahomes and Brady, that's where I draw the line.
I got nothing to say to that rebuttal because I don't disagree to it. But again, he just proves my point that he needs help. They need that salary. They need that help, and they don't have it.
And maybe they restructure. I could see that happening. But let's get into this matchup with the Cincinnati Bengals. Of course, the Bengals last week dropped a gimme, right? Not a gimme because, every game's hard, whatever. Pittsburgh. They lost to Pittsburgh last week on Thursday Night Football, score of 34-11. Jake Browning, who was looking so amazing, had a hat trick and interception.
Yeah, he went from hero to zero real quick. And I don't think that they have much of a fighting chance against even this Kansas City team at home. So,
do you really want the Bengals to be in the playoffs, though? At the end of the day, like without Joe Burrow, it's just going to be an early exit. You might as well just lose, right? If you're a Bengals fan, I think you would want your team to lose, get a better draft pick, because as much as you want your team to be in the mix for a Super Bowl, I don't think Jake Browning's bringing you the Lombardi Trophy.
Even so, it's only a slightly better draft pick. I think as a Bengals team, you want to focus on knocking other teams out that are rival teams. Just make it somewhat salvageable season. You're talking a few spots here where they're at.
A few spots can change a lot. Remember when the Buffalo Bills went on the clock in the first round, 4 wide receivers were taken before them, which ended up being the reason that the Bills selected Dalton Kincaid, which in the short term, we can say has worked out a bit. I can't say, Kincaid has looked all that a first round pick should look, but I'm saying, that difference in a couple picks could make a huge difference. Of course, we're mentioning Chiefs-Ravens. Chiefs in the mix at 3. Bengals sit at 8. They really need a victory here, but inside Arrowhead, Christmas game was at Arrowhead, and they lost.
I just want to see the Chiefs out of the playoffs so that I can watch Mahomes playing golf in a celebrity game somewhere.
He'll win. We don't care.
Great. I'll golf clap for him.
I'm taking the Chiefs, Mike. I just think it's the better team in this matchup. I think, as much as I want the Bengals to win, I'm going to have to stick with the Kansas City Chiefs. And by the way, most of us picked the Chiefs last week, and they lost. So let's continue that tradition.
I like that idea. I do like that idea. So I think I'll stick with that idea. I'll take the Kansas City Chiefs at home and pray to the football gods that they get beat.
As always, we'll include the rest of the KellyCast crew picks right here. Please like, share, subscribe, comment down below who you think's going to win, and keep your eyes out on whether or not there will be a pregame show for the Buffalo Bills and New England Patriots game, because myself and Mike are still trying to figure that out.
Yeah, we might have some late Christmas celebrations, but of course, as always, we thank you guys for watching us. We value your opinion.
Maybe if I put Mike's face on this video, it'll get 400 more views.
Please give us some likes and subscribes and some shares. 1 or 2 comments. Keep the bad ones to yourself.
We love all comments. Please bring them in. And we'll be seeing you next week or Sunday. Don't know yet. We'll see. We'll see you soon.
Mystery.
Ooh. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.